Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Alan Burgos, and welcome back to our channel, #wokwithLan. Today we will be conducting a lecture. Okay, I shared already the screen. Okay, it's all about R Studio, specifically the R programming language. Okay, so we conducted lectures in the past already with regards to the topics of R programming language and R Studio. Okay, but this time around, we will be tackling or discussing all about Tidyverse. Okay, all right. So Tidyverse, guys, no, this is a library or a package. Okay, that is part of R and R Studio. Okay, and the purpose of this is for us to manipulate, okay, the data frames that we have learned in the past. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do here is to load this particular library or this particular package by typing this one, library function. No, what is the library that we are that we want to install here? This is all about Tidyverse. Okay, Tidyverse. Okay, and then press tab. Right, and okay, and press enter. Okay, that particular library will be loaded on your respective R environment. Okay, all right. Now, in the past, we learned about an internal data set of this particular um, internal data set of R. No, that was the murders data set. So in order for us to remember this one, okay, let's try to wait for this one first, because the R programming language or the R Studio is still loading the Tidyverse package. Okay, you will know if it's loaded already if you cannot see this stop, stop icon there. No, if it's there, it means to say it is being loaded. No, okay. So let us just wait for that. No, all right. Now, okay. So the purpose of this Tidyverse, there are commands that we will be using later on, or functions that we will be using later on, that will manipulate, no, that will manage, that will we will be managing, we will be manipulating, no, the data sets that we have, no, which is the murders data set. No, yeah. If you can be able to see on the screen, okay, it means to say that it has been loaded already. No, the following packages. No, these packages, okay, are the ggplot, the table, the tidyr, the readr, pure, dplyr, stringr, forecast. No, these are packages. Okay, or and in these packages we have commands and functions inside of it. Okay, so that's why it's very important that we would load this particular data sets. No, in order for us to remember the data set that we used in the past, okay, we will be using the murders, right? There are, all right, sorry, heads, murders. Let me try the quotation mark. Okay, quotation mark. If, yeah, there are head murders. No, meaning to say it's not there yet. No, so how can we do this? Because we forgot to load the DS labs. No, because the DS labs, this package, okay, the murders data set is inside of this particular library. Yeah, there are. Okay, so it has been loaded, and it's time for me to check. No, or let's check first the structure of murders. No? Okay, there you are. Okay, so this is the structure of the murders data set. We have 51 observations and 5 variables, meaning to say we have 51 rows and 5 columns. No? And these are some of the values of the variables. For instance, no, these are the states, and the data types also you can be able to see. No? State, abbreviation, these are all characters. Region, these are factors, meaning to say these are regions. No? These are factors type. And then population and total, these are all numbers. Okay, so that is the data set murders. But if we want to see, no, the structure, not only the structure but the data set itself, and maybe the first 6, no, what we could do is to use the head function murders there. No, yeah, there. Okay, so when you issue this command or this function head murders, okay, the argument murders, that is the object or that is the data set, you can be able to see the first 6, no? Okay, the first 6 rows, okay, and you have there the 6 columns there which represents the variables. Okay, now each row represents a state, no? Each row represents state, so meaning to say that particular state, they have their own values on it. For example, you have the abbreviation, you have the region, the population, and you have the total. All right. Now, okay. All right. Okay, so I hope that is clear to you. And if it's clear to you, please type there on the chat box. No, if it's clear to you, type clear if it's clear to you. Okay, now it's time for us to manipulate, no, manipulate this this data set, because in data science, ladies and gentlemen, okay, there will be times, no, or most of the times you will be cleaning the data. No, so according to a study, 80% of the time of your time, okay, would be allocated or allotted to cleaning of data. What does it mean by cleaning of data? Meaning to say, maybe there will be a chance that you would add a column there. No? There would be a chance that you would modify this data set and delete some of the columns there, you know, that you really do not need based on your study. Okay, so we loaded already the DS labs. That's the reason why we were able to use this murders, okay, data set. No, so but for the sake of this discussion, we will be trying to load again the DS labs. No, yeah, for example, DS labs. Okay, yeah, there are. It is being loaded already. No, what we will be using murders, guys. No, the usual thing that we use. Okay, data murders, and on this side of the equation, on this side of the window, you could be able to see murders data set there. No, in a few seconds, okay, you could be able to see the data sets there. All right. Now, while waiting for that, okay, I would like to add, no, I would like to add a column. No, I would like to add a column on this one. No? So if you notice, when we issued the STR, the structure murders there, we have 5 variables, meaning to say we have 5 columns. Okay, so in this particular example, what we would do is to create an object, no, an object. Okay, but before that, look at this one, no. So okay, we have that data set already, the murders. We have 51 observations and 5 variables there. What we will do is for us to add the sixth, no, the sixth column, no, or the sixth variable there. Now, how can we do that? By using the mutate, no, mutate function. Okay, and then we have these arguments inside of the function. The first argument, that would be the object. No? That would be not only the object, but that would be the data set. Where would I look? No? Ano ba yung i-mutate natin? Ano ba yung i-modify natin? Okay. Now, remember, we use this formula also, no, the murder rate, no. So the formula of that is the total divided by population, okay, the population multiplied by uh, uh, there you are, huh? Multiplied by 100,000. One more zero. All right. All right. Now, okay. If you notice, let me explain this one, no? Okay. So this is the formula, and we just pass this value to the murder's object. Okay. All right. Now, if you notice this one, no? Earlier, it's like a magic. Earlier, it was 5 variables, no? Um, try to picture out, no? Earlier, when I've said this one, okay, it was 5 variables, but this time around, it is now 6 variables or 6 columns. For me to prove this one, let me click on this murders. Or maybe I could do is to just issue the command view murders. And at the top of this particular window, we have this already. What was added? The rate, the rate column. Okay, now let's try to figure out first. Let's try to, okay, and when we issue the command head, no, head, okay, head murders, okay, there you are. You could be able to see the first 6, okay, the first 6 rows, but this time around we have we have 6 columns already, and if you notice, the rate column was added on this particular data set. Okay, now let me filter furthermore, no? Okay, so for example, murders, and then I would like to include the state, no, that is available. Rate is equal to less than or equal to 0.71, no? So typographical error, 0.71. Okay, so meaning to say, we would like to display those states, no, that have a return rate of less than or equal to 0.71. Okay, there you are. Okay, so earlier we have 51. Actually, we have 51 there, right? Okay, now there you are, 51. But this time around, I would like to display only the first 6. No, we did that. But furthermore, I would like to display those states with, okay, 0.71 that is equal or, okay, less than 0.071. Okay, yeah, there you are. Now, what I will do this time around, continuation of this, is to select columns that I would like to be included also here. Okay, so for example, I would like to use bagong table. That would be my object or a variable, and then bagong table, I would like to select, no? Okay, and then select function. In this select function, you have this argument also. The first argument is to use, well, what is the data set that I will be using? Okay, so I will be using murders, and on the succeeding arguments, I will be using, okay, or I will be using, okay, the columns that I would like to be included here. Now, so for example, I would like to include state, no, region, and the rate, no. So meaning to say, I would not include the abbreviation, no, because abbreviation there is, it's like the state, no. You would know already, no, if that is Hawaii, Iowa, etc. No, for example. Now I would like to include the region, no? Because for example, where is Hawaii? I do not know. Okay, so Hawaii is in this particular region or something like that, no? Okay, now I would like to include also the rate because we're not concerned of the population and the total already. We are concerned of the murder rate already here. Okay, now when I do that, okay, I press enter. Okay, if you notice, you have there a bagong table objects consists of 51 observations and 3 variables. Now, what the next thing that I need to do here is to filter, no? Filter this particular bagong table, no? Okay, bagong table underscore, sorry, underscore table there. Okay, table, and then the same thing that we have done earlier is for us to filter it through the return rate, no? Return rate, okay, less than or equal to 0.71. Okay, here there you are. Okay, so we have the first five. We have 5 states here, consists of Hawaii, Iowa, New Hampshire, North Dakota, and Vermont. Okay, and then you have the regions also there: the West, the North Central, Northeast, North Central, Northeast, and then they have their corresponding murder rate, for instance. Okay, now, all right. Okay, I hope everything is clear to you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now, okay, so we will stop from here, and then we will be just continuing the lesson. Okay, next video. Okay, so we were able to filter, we were able to use the select, no? Selecting the columns that we would like to be included. Okay, and then we were able to add or mutate this particular data set. Okay, so we were able to use also the structure and for us to see the first 6. Okay, and all of these things, no, we were able to use this because of the libraries, Tidyverse and dplyr also, no, the Tidyverse and the DS Labs also. Okay, so thank you very much. All right, I hope you like this video, or I hope you like this lecture. Okay, now if you like this lecture, please share it to your friends, share it to your colleagues. Okay, and then please like it, and then hit the notification bell so that every time we have a lecture like this, you are always updated, my friend. Okay, so shout out to my friends and to the members of this channel and to the subscribers of this channel, and it is my prayer that you will always be lucky, not only today but forever. Bye-bye.